And welcome back. This is My Green Pets for the week of May 22nd, 2016. We're going to start out today in the sunroom, and we're going to look at the Cattleya seedlings. I've got about 20 Cattleya rex seedlings. These were flasked in 2011 and deflasked in 2014. So I've had them for a couple years. Right now I've taken a lot of plants outside, but these I don't necessarily want to take outside right now because plants or bugs like to eat their roots. If we go up from the Cattleyas, we see this little Phalaenopsis, this mini Phal. And this plant actually only cost me 50 cents a couple of summers ago. It was on sale. You go to the big box stores and they've always got some Phalaenopsis orchids on sale because the flowers have dropped off. And so I picked this guy up. And this is the first time it's bloomed, and I'm pretty happy with it. Look at that. Isn't it a cutie? And the last orchid we're going to look at here inside the sunroom is this Paphiopedilum Annabelchen. And this is a cross between Delanati and Lienianum, I believe. And it will be blooming probably not till next month or so. It's still got some weeks to grow, but these are so nice because they've got beautiful leaves and beautiful foliage as well as beautiful flowers. The Phalaenopsis have been in bloom for a couple months now, and some of them are starting to drop their blooms. So once a plant drops all of its flowers, I'll go ahead and take it outside so that it can start growing for the summer. And speaking of that, let's go outside and let's have a look at what's going on outside. This is a pineapple plant that was taken off the top of a pineapple fruit that I just got at the grocery store. And this is 2 years later, so they do get quite big, and they're supposed to bloom and grow a pineapple. Here's my shade house. On the right side, it's 85% shade. On the left side, it's 50% shade. And a couple weeks ago, we had this really terrible hailstorm. And you can see the damage it did to some of the plants that were on the edges. Luckily, the plants underneath the shade cloth weren't damaged, but the plants on the edges really got their leaves torn up. This Phragmipedium probably suffered the worst damage and ended up having to take off several leaves. Let's look at Mormodia Jumbo World. I'm so excited. It's got 3 growths on it. Last year it only had 1, and then later in the season it had another smaller one. But these are going to be 3 full-size growths. We're going to be looking for up to 2, maybe even 3 spikes per growth. It's going to be beautiful next February. This is Vanda Pachara. It's a huge plant, and it is starting to show its buds for the spring. It typically blooms twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. The fall bloom is the bigger of the 2, but it'll still have some spikes throughout the summer as well. Can you guess what this is? Those long grassy leaves should clue you into this plant, also known as the coconut orchid. This is Maxillariella tenuifolia, and it is in bloom finally. We've got a couple flowers popped open there, and there are several buds that will be popping open in the next few days. This plant's supposed to smell like coconut, but I saw a description once that it smells like a box of crayons, and I think that is far more accurate. If anyone knows what this bird call is, I'd love to know because I hear it all the time and I don't know what it is. Let's have a look at my Bulbophyllum echinolabium. This growth, it could be a new growth, it could be a spike. I guess I've never seen a spike on one of those. I don't know what it looks like, but I wish that it would hurry up so that I could know. These are all my Bulbophyllum orchids, and they're looking okay. I've taken all my slipper orchids outside, and so I've got them all here on the table for your viewing pleasure and for my viewing pleasure as well. That bottom left one's not, but the rest of them are slipper orchids. And yeah, this family of plants just has, they all are, have that slipper-shaped flower, but they all have kind of their own little unique way of growing and leaf shape, and they're really a fascinating group of orchids. If you don't have any slipper orchids, you should definitely get one. Some of them are quite easy, like this one. This is a Maudii type slipper orchid, and they're like weeds. They're like orchid weeds. They just grow and grow and bloom. So yeah, slipper orchids are awesome. Thanks for stopping by to check on my green pets. Most of them are outside now, and hopefully they're going to be okay. We're supposed to have some storms next week, but hopefully it won't be anything serious. And so we'll see you next time. So take care.